Hello. That was kind of creepy. Hello. How are you? So, welcome to my channel, The Potato Diaries. It has a reason for that name. So, this is my journey channel. And as I heard someone on another YouTube say recently, every journey has to start somewhere. And this is where mine is starting. And what journey am I on, you may ask, is losing weight, or as a lot of people like to say, releasing weight, because I'm not losing something I want to get back. So hello and welcome. Where to start? That is always the hardest thing. Where to start, what I am doing and why I'm here. What I am doing is going to share my journey with you through healthier eating to lose some weight that I do not want to get back. So I am hoping you will come along with me. So I suppose the why I am here would be a good place to start. I watch a lot of YouTube videos with regards to food, healthy eating, cooking, weight loss, all of that. I have a whole list of people that I watch. People like High Carb Hannah, Plentiful Kiki, Broccoli Mum, Crocs in the Kitchen, Ryan Adams, Well Your World, Simnet Nutrition. There are so many, and I've watched them all for a long time, and as somebody who is trying to lose weight, those videos are very helpful. But my why for being here, and this is by any means no criticism at any channel that I've ever watched, but whenever I've been searching for kind of like weight loss journeys and how people have done it, a lot of these channels and people and things they start with how I lost 70 pounds, what I've been eating to lose 50 pounds, how I lost over 100 pounds, and those videos are fantastic and they've been absolutely inspiring to me and why I'm here, to be honest. But what I've struggled to find is videos and channels that talk about the process from the beginning. You know, I've not really found anyone that sat down on day one and gone, hi, I'm fat, which is kind of what I'm doing right now, and then shown you the journey on how they've got from this position to where they want to be. And that's kind of what I want to do. And the reason I want to do that is, one, to share my journey with you, because maybe when you're watching this you are in the place I'm in today, where you just really need to get yourself on track, eating properly, eating better, and healing your relationship with food. But I also want to do it for accountability, because if I have to show up, I'm going to stick more to what I want, not fall into the old bad eating habits that I have right now. And then I also just want it as kind of like a diary for myself to show me where I started and how I got to where I want to be. So my goal is to lose 55 pounds. To some that might not be a lot, to others that might be a huge amount. To me it feels a little bit like a mountain at the moment, but I'm confident I can get there. So when I've watched other channels and other people, they talk a lot about their relationship with their weight and their journey through weight loss for their whole lives. And I see a lot of people talking about how they've always struggled with their weight, and they were, you know, maybe big as children, big as teenagers and things like that. I actually don't have that problem. When I was a child growing up, I was just normal sized child. When I was a teenager, yeah, I may have gained a little bit of puppy fat as, you know, hormones change through puberty and all that stuff, but it was never a problem. I've had 2 children, and obviously for me there was some weight gain with that, but I always lost it kind of within the first year of both their lives, and so I've never really been a larger person. And to find myself now in a place where I'm not happy with how I feel in my body, my shape and my size, it's been kind of like the last decade. And you know, my mum kind of says to me, well, it's that midlife where you're just going to gain weight and it's tough, and I don't want it to be like that. I don't want to say, well, I'm in, you know, my 40s, so that's it now for life. I'm going to be at a size I don't like. I want to feel happy within my body, and I don't at the moment. And I don't want this to be kind of prescriptive for the rest of my life. I'm fortunate enough that I'm healthy. Whenever I've had checkups at the doctors, you know, you get over 40 MOT check, everything's come back fine. I've got no health problems. I'm very fortunate on that. I know this, but I'd like to keep it that way. I don't want to get into another 10 years and be in my 50s and my 60s and having heart problems and being diagnosed with diabetes, or, you know, all the things that come about from being on the larger side of healthy. I don't want to get to those places. I'd like to stay healthy and active. So this is me doing that and hopefully sharing it with you, because I want to share my journey and I want to heal my relationship with food. And I suppose that's another strange place I find myself. I never really had a kind of bad relationship with food. I always just ate whenever I wanted, whatever I wanted, and I don't even know when I kind of went off track. It's probably, if I look back, around 2008 I took voluntary redundancy and life changed. So I was at home a lot more, and I'd probably say that's when my weight started to change. You know, it wasn't necessarily the usual things that women go through in their midlife. I think it was just kind of that event that spiraled with my weight and has just got to this place. And the other thing I think is that we all live very busy lifestyles, and over the last decade there has been such an advancement in processed food and convenience foods available. You know, when my children were growing up, there wasn't really the choices there are now of the processed foods we have, and having such a busy life, I've fallen into that trap of eating these processed foods, and I know they're not good for me and they're not good for my health. They are super addictive because they're designed to be that way. And I've gone from this person who, you know, would occasionally have a biscuit or a cookie if you're American, to somebody who will eat an entire packet in one sitting. And I don't know how I've got to that place, so I want to get out of that. And a little bit of my journey with food, coming up to 5 years ago now, we went vegan. In our house, we're all vegan. I did it for animal reasons, but that's not what this channel is going to be about. Your food choices are your choices, but for me, we're vegan, I'm vegan, and so I had this weird idea as well. When I turned vegan, everyone thinks vegans are healthy. In my pre-vegan days, you know, we all used to joke and mock those people who ate a vegan diet, and you say, oh, have you ever seen a healthy looking vegan, and vegans are always so skinny, and you kind of get this stereotype in your head of what vegans are like. And then when I became vegan, the shock that I didn't lose all this weight because I was suddenly eating vegetables and fruit and no meat, dairy, cheese, because believe me, I was a cheese lover. It was a shock. But what happened was I found vegan junk and convenience foods, and they are as unhealthy as any junk and convenience food. So I love to joke to people that I am proof that you can be a fat vegan. But I want to not eat the junk food anymore. It's not good for me. It's not good for my body. It doesn't make me feel good. So if I go out and eat a takeaway, and you know, it could be a burger, it could be a pizza, I don't feel good afterwards. They are not good for our bodies, not good for my body. And I'm not preaching to anybody. This is all for me. This is the stuff that I want to give up and get rid of. So this is what this is going to be. This is going to be my journey with food, with weight loss, or with eating better, with looking after my body better, with having a better relationship with food, because right now it's probably not very good. It's about maintaining my healthy self, maybe getting healthier. And you know, every healthy eating journey starts somewhere. So this is my start, and I'm taking you along with me. So I have read several books on food. It's probably one of my favourite topics on healthy eating. When I first went vegan, I started reading books. So I have read The Starch Solution, Eat to Live, How Not to Diet. There's a book by Chef AJ. I cannot remember the name of it, I'm really sorry, but I've read Chef AJ's book. I've read The China Study and The Pleasure Trap. And out of all of those, the one that resonated the most with me was The Starch Solution, because I love potatoes, I love starches, I love corn, I love porridge, or if you're American you would call it oatmeal. And a lot of channels that I've watched that talk about the Starch Solution always talk about Penn Jillette and how he lost 100 pounds eating just potatoes. I've seen videos talking about the actor Kevin Smith, how I think he might have done 6 months just eating potatoes, and how he lost his weight. I think he had a heart attack and that was kind of his wake-up call. And I don't want to have a heart attack and that to be my wake-up call. So yeah, I want to eat better and I want to have a better relationship with food. So I am going to be following the Starch Solution, the 50-50 plate. You know, half starches, half non-starchy vegetables, eating fruit, eating chickpeas and beans and things that aren't processed and rubbish. I want to talk about meal planning and meal prepping and setting myself up for a fantastic week. Now, I live in a very busy household. There are 7 in our house. It's absolutely chaos. Sometimes when I've been working all day, the idea of cooking is the last thing I want to do. I'm tired, and it's so easy to just get that frozen pizza and throw it in the oven, but it doesn't feel good. And so I want to talk about that and my process. And this is what this channel is probably going to be about, is my process. I'm not sure if I'll do recipes. Maybe I will. It really depends on what I can get done, because I said I live in a busy household. There is a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. There are 2 dogs. It's very noisy. If I tried to record my kitchen in an evening, you'd turn off. I wish I could turn off and put something in my ear to block it all out. It gets very, very noisy. So I will try and share kind of what I eat in a day. I'll try and share a lot of what I'm eating, what I'm doing, but I'm going to talk a lot about the process of getting rid of these 55 pounds that I want gone, and I want to take you with me, and I hope you join me. And if you are on your own journey, whatever stage you are, you might be way ahead of me. You might have lost your 50 whatever pounds and on the last few, and I'd love to hear from you. I'd love tips and tricks and cheering and all the things you want to comment. It's going to be a learning experience, and I'm going to do that on my channel at the same time. Over the last couple of years, I feel I've learned a lot about food and about a healthy way of eating, and I would say I probably do eat about 70% healthily. Like, my meals are all whole food, plant-based now, but there are just times where life gets too chaotic and I'm not set up properly to manage those, and I want to be able to do that. So if you want to join me, be sure to hit subscribe on this channel and give this video a like, and like I said, come down into the comment and talk to me about your journey or your tips, anything that's helped you. I am open to it all. Just be kind, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. My plan is, as this journey goes on, is to post once a week, and it might be from my kitchen, it could be from my office, my bedroom, it could even be from my car, but I want to try and have weekly accountability for myself to keep me on the path that I want to go on, and not end up dropping everything and then just going back into eating all these foods that don't make my body feel good. And I'm not saying I'm going to be perfect. I am sure it's going to go in a journey like this. I'm not trying to be strict with myself. I'm not going to try and beat myself up about anything. I just want to take a nice long journey to where I want to be with my body and with my weight, and I just hope you'll come along with me. So if you like this video, please give it a good old thumbs up, smash that notification bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. Be sure to subscribe so you can share the journey with me, and I look forward to chatting with you in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.